So, hello again, we are back, and today I'm really excited with Zolt here, because now I'm going to learn something I said absolutely nothing about.
Okay,
That's quite interesting, right?
Yes, it is.
So, but you do know things about procurement.
Yeah, actually we said last time that we will come back to this point. Yes, I remember when I was responsible for a larger organization years ago, it was really difficult to run procurement processes, because when you want to write out a tender for some services that you buy, let it be, I don't know, cleaning, or let it be printed materials, let it be whatever you want, it is a long way to come until the point of being able to write out a tender. You have to gather a lot of information. You need a lot of meetings, you need a lot of, supporting information. You just have a bunch of papers, you have to collect samples, it's a lot of work to be able to write out a tender that will be actually the kind of measure for the upcoming period. Because once you issue a tender, you have no chance to change it, right?
Yes, so I have understood. That also that people can complain about the ones who don't get the tender, they will complain, and then you will end up in an endless circus.
Yes. And then when you issue a tender, trying your best, of course there will be some details that you miss, and then suddenly the applications, or the applications will come, and then you realize that some of the rules that you have set up could be understood in different ways. Not always every price offer is transparent with each other. So this is a long process, and this is really a trying thing to go through the entire stuff. And what is even worse than that is that you have to repeat it every 2-3 years because of the changes of the market. So Jesus Christ, this is really a misery for most of the managers who are responsible for company procurements.
Another thing that I hear a lot, maybe is right or maybe not, that's from the university. They say that, we know that this is a lousy product, but we have to go by the price, and the price is so important, and this was the lowest price, and if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys, so don't be surprised.
Yes.
And what do you do about that?
Well, this is a very important question, because there are pretty transparent measures that you can set up, like prices, or like, I don't know, some performances that are transparent. But when it comes to measuring quality, when it starts to measuring appeal for your customers, then the whole thing gets even more tricky. Defining what are the strongholds of a quality statement, or a quality statement, or a quality category. Then you will understand that, hey, there are a lot of layers in it that you can measure, and there are some others that you cannot. And that is even more tricky, because that makes the entire process even more complicated. So at that time we didn't have any tool, where we could make this process transparent and documented in a good form. But now we have Helision, right?
Yes.
So,
and as far as I see, part of that problem is to really be able to compare quantitative and qualitative information. And quality, for me as a buyer, that could even be my evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I think that a BMW has much higher quality than a Skoda, but I have not really any measures for it. But I could say that me as a buyer, I believe that the BMW has a higher quality, and I could rank that as a higher quality.
Yes.
Would that be good enough for procurement?
No. Actually, you need to understand how the quality is set up. What are the elements and the components of a quality thing? Actually, when it comes to procurement in a corporate level, it's not the quality itself; it's the value for money that you are seeking. So this is not an absolute category in itself. It is always compared to your needs and to your budget. So it's a multi-angle comparison process where the quality comes into account. So this is not a simple appeal that sometimes we mix up the quality with appeal. Quality is a little bit more detailed thing that can be defined in different ways.
Okay, but you are convinced that we could solve that in Helision?
I think we have a very good chance now to make the whole thing transparent and that is supporting the long-term operation. Now in Helision you store everything in one place. So the beauty of this decision tree supporting procurement is that you don't have to think where you have stored different items. You just have that at hand, connected to every nodes, right?
Excellent. So should we have a look at it?
Yeah, sure.